Have you not heard of it?
It's my first time hearing about it.
Well, let me fill you in. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. How's it going? We're live, I guess. Didn't see you there. How's everybody doing? I hope it's well. I know it is a Monday, but most of us, if we're stateside, at least got through it. I think that means, time zones are kind of OP and hard for me to wrap my head around, but I think the EU crowd has also gotten through their Monday. They're closing in on a Tuesday morning. So we got through Monday. Our reward, we get to hang out and talk about video games, and it's going to be an awesome hour to hour and a half with you guys. I'm excited. I really am, man. I love these. I love talking to you guys. So first off, a special thanks on my left, your right, BlueTheRobot, resident, what would I say? Resident tactical and indie FPS expert. Content creation
a professional.
You are? Like you're a legit professional?
Self-acclaimed.
Will you teach me how to self-proclaim myself as a professional?
Just say it right now.
What? I do it? I'm a professional.
Say you're Rainbow Six professional.
You
got it.
I'm an R6. That's easy. So this is how the internet works. You just whatever you
just say stuff, you put it on the internet and people believe it.
Nice. Okay. All right. Got that. Well, thank you everybody for joining us and coming along for the ride. It's going to be a really fun episode. We have a whole bunch of Modern Warfare 3 leaks to talk about, and you're going to see me wrestle and battle with my decision on whether or not to buy it, because I don't want to, but I'm probably going to, and it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. And then I want to talk a little bit about, because the 2042 griefing thing that I made a video about has been going around for a while, and I finally made a video about it. And I want to ask you a question, Blue. Do you think that YouTube videos can get suppressed a little bit on impressions if they have like negative connotations and stuff in the title? Because
a little bit. I know, like, if you use certain words, it won't even, really get pushed out in general.
That's what I wonder. Yeah, I wonder about that, because it has a high click-through rate, and it has, I think,
if you got rid of the neglect, harassment, and griefing, and just kept it DICE is killing the Battlefield community.
Yeah,
possibly.
That's what was that too many negative words? That's what I wondered about my video. Because
I think also you got to think about it too, that from like a mobile perspective, people's look at it. It's like a lot of words they got to read as they're scrolling. Just keep it short and simple.
Like my yeah, I'll try it. Let's change the title right now. Boom.
I will say yesterday I was watching a compilation of every single Battlefield trailer starting from 1942 and every single like update they brought in, and just seeing the upward tick all the way to, I would say, Battlefield 4-ish, and then just the downward spiral, then a little hiccup back up for Battlefield 1, and then just it slowly, like, knowing like the history behind DICE and where they came from to where they are now, it made me even more sad for the Battlefield franchise.
Yeah. At first I was like, man, that'd be cool. And then like you'd cross that hill and start to go on the downhill slide, and it'd be kind of sad.
Like I saw like when I saw like the Battlefield 2142 trailer again, I was like, oh, the feels and nostalgia. And then I saw like the Battlefield 2 trailer, and then I saw, but then it just kept getting good. And I saw the Battlefield 3 trailer again. I was like thinking like, where was I when I first saw this trailer and stuff like that? And then you see videos like yours, and it's just like, oh, Battlefield, no, DICE. Where did you get lost?
I mean, we could go down that rabbit hole. Holy cow. Shoot, that'd be a while. Yeah, and then with that video though, it's like a 20-minute video, and it has like a 12 or 13-minute watch time, which is really long for me.
Yeah, you know what? It could be one of those sleeper videos. Like, give it a second. It might just, coast up a little bit more than usual.
And I've been noticing that too. Mm-hmm. Have you noticed that it feels like almost no videos anymore follow the traditional YouTube curve where they start their impressions right off the bat and then kind of level out? It seems like everything's almost delayed a day for me. I don't know if that's because of upload time. I'm uploading around the same time as I always have, but it's like it takes the videos a day and then they go out to people. It's been And I've seen that.
Yeah.
So I'm also
I
editing
noticed that as well too.
I'm also editing for Iron on his YouTube channel, the Warzone streamer, and he has a much bigger channel. And I noticed the same thing. It's even on a bigger channel. So I don't know. It's interesting. YouTube analytics. I don't get it sometimes. I try really hard though. I'm a professional. What have you been playing?
To be honest, Halo. Yeah, get back into some Halo.
Really?
Just on the Master Chief Collection, not Halo Infinite, just classic CE, because they introduced. I didn't realize it today, but I was playing it because it was on sale. It was like $15 for every single Halo game. So I was like, yeah, of course we're picking it up. And then I saw that today that they had. I mean, I guess they came out a couple days ago, but they introduced Steam Workshop.
Oh yeah, with Forge.
Yeah, well, for not just Forge, for like you can mod the campaigns.
Really?
Yeah, you can mod everything. Like they got Cursed Halo now. Of course, everyone knows about that. Where it's like, you know, you got like the sniper rifle that has like a wobbly barrel. You know, like it's made out of rubber, which is kind of funny. Or you got like the Magnum that shoots backwards at you, or but one of the mods I just tried out was a realism mod for ODST, and it only changes the first level of Mombasa when you're like walking through the rain and in the dark. And it's now like, dude, I'm crouching around corners. I have to like plasma rounds will kill me in 2 shots, pretty much 2 to 3 shots. But I can run faster, so I can get to cover better. The reticle is a lot smaller, so like I could actually use the SMG as a actual gun. You know, I don't have to be like super close and stuff like that. So like every gun has like a tighter crosshair, so it shoots farther. So
interesting.
It's the sniper rifle itself. It's like it's officially an anti-material rifle. Like it will pierce through anything. So it's pretty cool seeing that. And also just like, of course, like Forge, different maps, like the vehicles. It's so cool to see that. So and I just played like Halo 1 this morning with a friend of mine on the Discord, just like reliving our childhood, you know, think, oh man, I remember when this came on the OG Xbox and Linkin Park's playing in the background, and
yeah, man,
you know, and it's just like, yeah, that was cool to kind of go through memory lane with that. But other than that, I played some Star Citizen, and I will talk about later. We'll get to Beautiful Light. That's pretty much it when it comes to gaming.
Nice.
Yeah.
You know what I did?
What'd you do?
Rainbow Six. Ha, you didn't know? No, I did play some of that, but man, I'm telling you, and now I know what you meant last week. I finally got to put some extended playtime into Division Heartland. I want to talk about it so bad, man. I want to make videos about it so bad. It sucks, dude. Now
I just did right now because it's ended, but yeah,
it's offline
still, even now, we can't.
Oh, it sucks. And my buddy Ham, who I always play on the Twitch streams with, who I always play Siege and S&D and stuff with, it's like, dude, he's gone this week, so I could do some like solo chill streams. And that would be the perfect game to just solo chill stream with chat. Like
you really could, yeah.
Hang out and like, man,
you could do some intense PvP or you could do some pretty chill PvE.
Yeah, it's
got the best of both worlds.
Run around in the daytime and do missions and stuff.
Did you see any places in Kansas that looked familiar?
No. I feel like it could be it could pass for Southeast Kansas for sure. I didn't see on them if they showed a map.
Did it look like did it look like the Midwest, like a big city in the Midwest?
In the Southeast Kansas, yeah. Yes.
Southeast Kansas,
yeah, because of the hills and the trees and stuff like that. Like,
yeah, you gotta remember this is like 2013 December time frame.
Yeah, no, it's definitely got those vibes, and you get those vibes with like the houses and stuff, and like the skating rink, and like the theater, and like all that stuff. Like, yeah, it gets Kansas vibes. It's pretty cool. I just wish I could play the freaking thing and talk about it. But so now we gotta wait for that.
I'm gonna be streaming it like crazy. I'm hoping it comes out soon.
It should. It felt pretty finished.
It felt, yeah. It's one of those. It's one of the early access games or early access, but beta under NDA, whatever the hell it is, games that could come out tomorrow and be fine. So, oh, I did also download another cable for my Quest 2 for VR. So I'm gonna get back into playing VR content and making VR content and just playing VR games in general because like I miss playing VR games.
I have a question. How did you download a cable?
Not I bought a cable on Amazon. That's why. Okay, my bad.
My mind was reeling right there. I'm trying to figure out what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah, no, I bought a cable.
Got it.
On Amazon.
I was like, is cable a game? Is it a DLC? Is it like? Got it. Yeah, I want to do VR one day. I'm really trying to save up. Excuse me. I hope this editing gig goes well with Iron because I'm really trying to save up for a Logitech steering wheel, man. I want to play American Truck Simulator with Big Fry.
I have American Truck Simulator. I got it gifted to me and I never played it because I don't have a steering wheel. I feel like I need one.
Yeah. They had one on sale for like half off, a really nice Logitech one for like half price on Amazon Day. And I was just looking at it. I was like, man, come on.
Oh, dude, if I needed it, I probably would have gotten it.
One day. Yeah, back like a few months ago, it would have been a no-brainer. Like it's an easy buy, but things are different now in the Crash household with the little one around. So. I'm sure you know what that is, but yeah. What else was I gonna ask you about? There was something else, but we're gonna get into Beautiful Light. I've heard a lot about that, and I want to hear about it. What you got going on with that? And then, yeah, I was going to go visit the ranch and I was going to be gone this week, but I ended up postponing it because it's supposed to be like everywhere. It's supposed to be triple digits down there. And in the old house, the AC doesn't really work. And with a baby and triple digits, probably not.
Yeah, probably not smart. Nope, not at all.
So I'm going to have to wait for some cooler air to go down there and check out that place. I did post some pictures of it in my Discord. We were talking about it on stream and talking about that, but should we talk about shooting video games that everyone's here for?
Nah, they're not here for that.
Okay, well, guys, thanks. It's been an awesome week.
The audience.
Thank you for listening to our weekend recap with Crash and Blue. We'll see you next week. No, I'm kidding. Yeah, let's do it. I know you don't want to. You haven't followed the Modern Warfare 3 leaks much, have you?
I have. I've been keeping up with it. I'm especially just being more in the I guess industry.
Gotcha. Okay. Because usually I like to explain, like, bring this stuff up to you and then like get your reaction from it. But I think we'll still pull that off.
Do it. Yeah. No, for
really
sure.
Quickly before we start talking about these, I just want to thank everybody again for being here and thank you guys so much to the audio listeners. Like averaging almost 100 downloads a week, which is super crazy and super awesome. And if you guys listen to us on the audio versions, fucking shout out. Okay. Appreciate you a lot. I even looked on my analytics and some people have downloaded this on a smart speaker and on their wearables, on watches and stuff. And for me to think that you're listening to us while you're doing other things on your wrist and on your smart speaker, on your alarm clock is like,
I hope someone watches us on a Samsung fridge.
Dude.
Or listens to the podcast through a fridge. And someone could do that and someone can like take a picture and like tweet at one of us. I think that'd be really hilarious.
That'd be cool. And I'm just sitting here thinking about all the food that's behind me right now. If I'm on a fridge, like how delicious it probably is. I just reach behind me and grab some food out of the fridge. Yeah. I talk about food too much. Okay.
Yeah, stop. Don't talk about it right now.
Don't do it. I'm living off coffee right now too. I'm hyped up. Okay. Modern Warfare Roman numeral 3. That is pretty much the official name because the images have been DMCA'd, and in the DMCA notice it said these images are being removed due to images from an unreleased title, Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3. So they use the official name in the DMCA. So that pretty much told us what it is. So I found this Twitter account, don't know who they are, but they have like a pretty cool roundup of everything going on with what we've heard. The first thing are possible. So, rumor. There's tons of rumors, guys. So just take all of this with, and you hear it all the time, a massive grain of salt. These are rumors. How I've always looked at leaks and stuff on my channel and on this show is these things could either come true or not. We need to be good journalists here and caveat this with these are leaks and rumors. So we're going to talk about them from an entertainment standpoint, give our opinions on if this was true, if we hope it's not true or it is, just talking about one of the, it's going to be, again, like every year, the biggest FPS game that launches, and leak season has started. So we're just going to talk about these from an entertainment standpoint, not necessarily a news standpoint, as this stuff is not confirmed. But it is likely true based on the images that I did see. It looks like the game. So, yeah, just had to say that. Assault rifles, it looks like an AK-556, which is the AK-101 in real life. The CDG-58, I hate these dumb names. If Buff was here, he'd be fired up. The QBZ-95, the Anvil B, which is the F2000. Shout out Sam Fisher. The MCW, which is the ACR, and the MTZ-556 with the CZ Brin 2. Excited for that one. That's a cool gun. Sniper and marksman rifles, the KVS Terminus is the SVCH. AMR-50 is the AR-50. JP-10 is the AXMC. The KVB-73. I just reading off like numbers and letters at this point. This is the Stava.
It's literally what it is. Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically,
the other
there's
one,
gonna be guns in a shooting game.
yeah, and I'm interested to see, and that's gonna be like the caveat or the overarching theme to this entire conversation is, this was allegedly supposed to be initially a premium DLC for Modern Warfare 2. Are they gonna have? I mean, are they gonna have like the M4s and like the standard staples that you have in a Modern Warfare game? Like Modern Warfare 2019 to Modern Warfare Roman numeral 2.
I would assume so. I don't think these are all this list here isn't, all only the weapons that are going to be in the game.
No, I'm sure. I'm sure it's not all inclusive, but what I just mean is like, is the game? They've already said that like skins and operators and stuff are going to carry over. So your $30 in skins that some of you who you are buying, are going to be carried over. So like, are these guns just going to be added on top of what's already there? Because there's going to be an UMP45 and UMP9 and Uzi. Like, I don't know how this is going to work. And just basically, I feel like this game is really going to feel like a DLC at a premium price. I really feel like it's going to be Modern Warfare 2.5.
I'm reading that same like thread, and just like, I don't really care about the guns too much. I get it. There's going to be just probably a few more different ones here. I'm also not a fan of the names as well too, as a gun guy, just not a fan. But what really makes me interested more or so are the remastered versions of the maps coming out, as well as the different modes later down the thread. Because like, hearing about like, okay, weapon blueprints are coming back, cool, movement speeds have increased, that's interesting. Classic mini map, a lot of people were complaining about the one now. It's just too much on the screen, so I'm curious if they're gonna clean that up, which would be nice, especially for I would say games like Warzone. It's just too much information, especially all over the screen. The UI sucks. Still not a fan of it. But I would say when I start seeing the bottom of like, okay, they're bringing a mode from Call of Duty World War II, which was war mode. It's going to be Modern Warfare 3. Okay, that's interesting. And then you start seeing Outbreak. The one thing I'm kind of sad about, and I know people have mixed feelings about this, is campaigns in games nowadays. Apparently, that's not going to be a thing in Modern Warfare 3. It's just going to be, the story is going to be told through raids, and I think that's dumb. I think that hurts. So we have to caveat that with if true, right? So if true, but it would make sense for this being a DLC that got turned into a full game. So, that's where I was headed, and that's that's going to be one of the things where you always get a campaign, almost always, minus what Black Ops 4 didn't have a campaign at all. One of those games didn't. You almost always have, for that $60 price tag, you have a campaign, and we're going to see what they were originally going to do. It seems like. So what's been reported is that instead of having a campaign,
just with this last season, there was the Adamgrad episode 4, the next raid series, like the co-op playthrough episodic type stuff, is going to just continue to keep telling the story in this game. So rather than getting a full long campaign playthrough, you're just going to keep getting episodes, which sounds like what would have happened if DLC would have just been continued for this, for Modern Warfare 2, right? Like it just sounds like more seasons, as from the single player and co-op standpoint. So I mean, it really sounds like it was going to be a DLC, but they're basic. I feel like it was going to be a DLC. You're really going to feel that, and they're going to charge you $60. So it's going to really feel
Modern
like
store fare.
Oh, one of the things, modern store fare, baby. There's going to be some epic new bundles. One of the things that you skipped past a little bit that I want to circle back to, okay?
Go for it.
Is so weapon blueprints we know will return. That's all. Scrap content for Vanguard will be in Modern Warfare 3. That's interesting. Maybe some scrap maps will be reskinned to be modern. So right here, movement speeds have been increased, and they're going away from the Modern Warfare 2 design choices that were universally panned, at least on social media. Not sure how like casual, non-plugged in Twitter users are. Slower movement and ADS attachment penalties are going away, and classic minimap will return. I also saw that Ninja as a perk will be coming back as a perk. So a lot of people that liked the run and gun play style, some of those traditional CODs, just the vast majority of people I see complaining on Twitter, complaining about these things, and the community has wanted it back for quite a while. Now, conspiracy theory tinfoil hat on. Do you think this stuff could have and would have been fixed in Modern Warfare 2, but they're actually using it as a way to differentiate and hype Modern Warfare 3? So rather than fixing it in Modern Warfare 2 and moving on, they're holding off these features and these things that the community wants back to sell more Modern Warfare 3.
That's a good conspiracy theory, but it seems very there's some truth behind it. There's some truth behind it.
It's it sounds pretty shitty, like a shitty business thing to do, but at the same, it could be coincidence.
It is a shitty business thing to do, but it's also a smart business decision, not a smart gaming decision, but a smart, or from a gamer's perspective, but from a business, they have to hold on to some kind of assets before they actually release a full-fledged $60 game.
And I'm thinking like a lot of the people that are already bought, they already got their money with Modern Warfare 2 and stopped playing it because of these things. If they would have fixed it in Modern Warfare 2 and they still didn't like the game or whatever. But I feel like adding these into the next title is kind of a way to kind of coax that $60 out of people that want to give it a try, that were not really that big of a fan of Modern Warfare 2. And the people still playing Modern Warfare 2 are obviously going to buy it. So it just feels like they might have trickled out these fixes or these gameplay changes that a lot of people wanted as a selling point for Modern Warfare 3, which I'm not saying they did, but I'm saying it works out that way. So
it's just a coincidence, Crash. All right.
I don't believe in coincidences. Coincidences? Coincidences? I don't know what the plural is there. I think it's probably
coincidences.
That's it. Not it. Ask ChatGPT. Help us. So yeah, then I thought this was one of the bigger changes I saw. The perk system will be categorized as gear. For example, the Ninja perk, which is coming back, another one of those gate kept or trickled out fixes, will be on the boot slot. So gear slots are, you can wear a different helmet, vest. Gunner vest allows you to carry 2 primary weapons. There were different types of vests that kind of act as perks, gloves, and boots.
So perks are going to be on. So instead of like fast hands will be on your gloves.
Right.
Yeah. Ninja will be on your boots. That's interesting. I mean, I like different slots for gear. I think that's kind of cool, but I'm expecting meta builds already. I'm already seeing it. I'm already seeing different builds for different armor systems of just like, running Ninja, running fast hands, whatever it is. But I don't know. That's just bad. That's just a balancing thing I got to work on, in my opinion. But I'm not too mad about that. I mean, I'm a traditional Call of Duty player, I would call myself. And I know maybe even some of those traditional players are looking at it and just give us a standard perk system, 3 perks, that's it.
Oh, excuse me. Yeah, a bunch of people like give us the pick 10 system back. I've heard that a lot.
Yeah.
But originally I saw this and I was like, oh, you'll be able to change your helmet, vest, gloves, and boots. And I thought that meant cosmetically, but I don't think you'll be able to see it cosmetically.
No, I think it's just going to be like, different Especially like I could see it more from like a battle royale perspective of just like running around, opening up crates. Oh, there's some gloves and boots in that one, but they have specific perks attached to them. So I could see
Because
that more for inside, but also when you're just customizing for regular online gameplay, it's just gonna be like you're not gonna have like if it's like ninja, they're not gonna be like ninja boots. You know, they're not gonna
right,
look like that. It just look like regular boots with a ninja perk on it.
yeah,
I
whatever.
could be wrong. I could be wrong.
No, I think you're right.
Could have ninja feet.
Because you gotta have the $30 operator skins. That is not going anywhere.
Exactly.
The other thing, that was just to put a punctuation on that conversation. That was one of my favorite things with Advanced Warfare, was you could really customize your soldier. One of the cool things about World War III, like being able to change individual like boots, pants, gloves, helmets, and mix and match all that stuff was so
Like
cool.
old school World War Three used to be like that. Yeah, you used to be able to change the vest and the jacket underneath and stuff like that. But
Yep.
a lot of games don't do. A lot of games just for some reason they seem to keep away from that unless you're playing like super realistic tactical milsim games. Like Arma. You need it is like one of the only games that I know that you can customize every single aspect of your operator.
I love that. And then yeah, the war mode from World War II will also be coming back in Modern Warfare 3 allegedly. So I wonder if that's the scrapped content where they had more experiences but they didn't put them out and they reskinned them. I wasn't a huge fan of that. That
I
kind
never
of
played World War II, so
I
don't
hated
really
that
know.
game. That's one of my most hated Call of Duties and general shooter
Yeah.
games of my entire life. I hated it so much.
Is that the
Uh,
one? But I heard the campaign was pretty good on that. Was it that one?
yeah, the campaign was okay.
Yeah.
It had one of the big things. It had like
had Timothy Oliphant, which is kind of cool.
it had the Destiny Tower type thing. It had a big open area where when you were in game, you could walk around and interact with other
What's
players.
crazy? I saw a tweet and people were, like commenting underneath it, and people were like, are now having. I guess we're just getting older because they're having nostalgia glasses for that hub.
I saw that too.
People were like, there. I was like, wait, you guys actually missed this? I thought you guys hated this.
It was bad. It
And
was
now
dumb.
you're saying that you miss it? Like it's
all it
yeah.
all it literally was for was to sell loot boxes, because when you went to open loot boxes, you open them in front of people.
Everyone could
so
see
everyone
it,
could
exactly.
see what you're
Yeah.
getting, and then they could see you having fun opening loot boxes. Like, oh shit, I need to buy some loot boxes. Like,
It's a casino. It's a
shit out of
legal
there, man.
form of gambling for kids. That's what it is.
yep. Outbreak
It's
is
literally it's the same thing. You're pulling the lever in front of
Yeah.
kids. It's sad, but it's a. How do you feel about that battle royale?
which one?
The rumor.
Having zombies?
Yeah, but not just having zombies, heavily leaning into zombies.
So what I thought they might do is add like zombies into DMZ, but from what people said, myself included, AI sucks in COD, man. Like in the BR modes and in DMZ you need it. I guess I'll take that back a little bit. I hope they're balanced, but like having AI in Warzone is absolutely atrocious. It's a terrible mechanic. They're like, the two things that come from it is you either shoot the AI and you're supposed to kill them and you shot a bot and you literally feel nothing, or you die to it and you're absolutely enraged. No time is there ever, man, did you see me flick and get a double kill on those bots? Like, you're expected to do that. Like, get them out of the game. Like, I don't want that. But Outbreak 2.0, I feel like could be, if you're really gonna get crazy, maybe they're making like DMZ more into DayZ and adding some zombies and stuff to it. That's what I heard. Some people speculating, which would be kind of cool. It would be pretty crazy. I haven't played DMZ in quite a while. I've heard it's broken right now. How the call for
DMZ.
help, and yeah, I've heard it's in a pretty rough state right now. With how it works when you get down to plead for help and people accidentally joining teams, and then people having people on their team and thinking they're friendly, and then the person can leave the team instantly and kill you. So there's some weird moments going on. Yeah. But yeah, I don't know about that with the zombies, but what we also heard is for like the main Warzone for like ranked and stuff, the main Warzone map is going to be Las Almas, which is a playable map in the campaign of Modern Warfare 2. And like Mercado Las Almas, which is a multiplayer map, is already from Las Almas. This game is not going to feel new, man. Like I feel like it's gonna get old
Oh,
quick. It's gonna feel like DLC, and it's gonna be $60, $70, or whatever the hell it is. And then
it seems like you're disappointed.
me, yeah, yeah, and like I said when we started talking about this, it's like, dude, I don't want to buy this. I think it's an absolute hosing to the community. We'll see, but
I wouldn't put your money day one.
But I want to play Search and Destroy.
And keep playing Modern Warfare 2 S&D. Dude,
It's
you
so
know what's actually
boring.
apparently fun? PUBG S&D.
There's
Apparently
one
people are having a
map.
lot of fun with that. I
It is
know,
fun.
but still,
It
it
is
is fun
sweet.
though. I tried it out. It's so much fun.
Yeah, as a proof of concept, I hope someone picks that up. And like I tweeted, I was like, dude, can somebody teach me, or can somebody make that mode in Unreal Fortnite editor, like Unreal editor for Fortnite? Make a first person bomb mode in that game. Like, you'd have so many people playing that. Like, because I mean, that was on the Unreal Engine and it felt good. Like the PUBG movement takes a little while to get used to and stuff, but I played it for a couple hours. I was like, man, if you had a game that felt just like that with like 6 or 7 maps, like maybe a ranked mode, like holy shit, dude, you could put some time into it. And I was kind of the same way, so I'll just take a comment from chat. Goji saying Modern Warfare multiplayer is boring. I think, man, you couldn't catch, like, you'll never hardly catch me playing respawn modes in multiplayer. I think it's super boring.
Regular, yeah.
But Search and Destroy is just so much fun. They're also very
competitive,
man.
But I feel like as I'm a bit more casual when it comes to playing Call of Duty, I don't see I used to love getting into games even with respawn and just getting high kill counts and, you know, really using flanking routes and stuff like that. But now just I just don't want to play it.
I think
I've uninstalled it and it's been uninstalled for a minute.
I think with games out there that give you like a legit like adrenaline reaction, like Tarkov or like the end circles of BR and stuff like that, and for me like the end rounds of Rainbow Six Siege and Double Overtime, like when you start to feel that, and then you go back to play just respawn multiplayer, run die, it's like does nothing for you, and it does feel boring in my opinion. But that's like S&D is a really cool party game for me, because it's like Rainbow Six Siege, so you still have the teamwork, you still have the tension every round. You know, you can clutch a 1v3 or 1v2, and everybody gets amped up. Like this, the up and downs, trying to come back if you're down. If you're like, you have all that, and it's accessible, right? It's not like CS:GO where you have to use like a different mechanic than you're used to, where you don't ADS, or it's not like Valorant with all the different perks and stuff like that. It's not like Rainbow Six Siege with all the destruction, weird angles, and 50 operators to learn. It's like the accessible gameplay and gunplay of Call of Duty in that kind of, you know, round-based competitive mode, and it's fun to chill on, and you still get some of those adrenaline pumping moments. And man, I'm sad that I've gotten to S&D this late, when multiplayer is like on the decline and they're hardly updating it, and they don't get very many maps. Like back in the day when they used to get like a bunch of maps and stuff, and multiplayer was the thing, S&D was probably in its heyday, and I missed it.
It's all good.
Because now, whenever you get, as we've talked about, when you get like a new season update for Call of Duty, it's like Warzone, DMZ, Rebirth is all getting this stuff. And then it's like we get one remade map for multiplayer.
That's it. And multiplayer is on the back burner. Yeah.
Yeah. So, and then again, it's just going to be another deal. You're going to get charged, you know, $60 to $80 for multiplayer that they're going to update the least, for not even a campaign, and all this stuff that most people play, like the Warzone and the Rebirth mode and DMZ and this Outbreak mode, are probably going to be free. So it's weird to be charged.
But what do you really, you're paying maybe for like $20 worth of content at most, 30 at most.
Yeah.
But it's interesting though, that the original leaker that says here that the whole like got hit with a DMCA notice, that pretty much confirms all these leaks that came out are true. Yeah.
So like we said, take it with a grain of salt, but like it's pretty true.
When activists is going out and trying to cancel stuff and take it down, then yeah.
So in the Twitter DMCA, they had the description of the original request. They called it Call of Duty Modern Warfare Roman numeral 3. So like, There
Wait,
it is.
legit, like the word Roman numeral 3.
Roman numeral 3. Yeah, not alphanumerical 3 or whatever that, I don't know what it's called. Like the standard 3. Not that. Roman numeral 3. It's way better. Whatever. So yeah, that's a summary of the leaks that have been trickling out today. It sounds like a lot of people are going to get what they want with multiplayer, but I'm going to keep a really close eye on content. But at the same time, so I was talking about, and it like S&D kind of gets swept under the rug with all the other modes, and it doesn't get balanced for, and there's not a, like, if you had a game like that, so that's why I'm interested to see what X Defiant does. They said one of their priorities after launch with X Defiant is an S&D mode. I'm excited to see what they do with it, but I wish someone would make a search and destroy bomb mode. Like, see it, like, if you think it, getting mad. If you think about it, look at the player counts of these games. Look at CSGO's player count. Look at Rainbow Six Siege's player count on console and on PC. Count. Look at Valorant's player count. You know, these games have been going on forever with massive player numbers. Why will nobody make an S&D mode with like accessible gunplay and mechanics that people don't have to spend 1,400 hours just to get the basics of? Would that not do well?
Yeah, I can't get into Valorant right off the bat for the first time and be on the same level. I can't, or I'm not saying to be on the same level. There has to be some work that goes into it to get better. But when it's, you know, or like Rainbow Six or CSGO, I haven't played CSGO in forever. I'm just not gonna sit there and learn different weird mechanics, in my opinion. Some people love it, and apparently over 100,000 people on a certain day love that mechanic, the weird, you know, not ADSing, but also, I don't know, all that fun stuff. I don't know. That's why I thought the PUBG bomb mode was fun, because yeah, you know, the movement is a bit different. The shooting is a bit harder. I would say a little bit more realistic in a way, their version of realistic, but I thought it was great.
Yeah. So I just wish somebody would make that game. So get on it.
You're just gonna have to be the one to do it.
I can't do it, dude. I'm too dumb. I'm starting to come to the realization I'm too old. My hard drive's too full and in my brain, and I don't have room to learn stuff like that. Crazy. It's bad.
You can teach an old dog new tricks, right? That's a thing.
I don't think you can. Not when you're this old.
No.
No, I've peaked. I've peaked for sure. I think that's it, but what's gonna suck is I'm probably gonna buy it just like everybody else. It's probably, I mean, not everybody, but most people are just gonna buy it because there's just not that many approachable, chill, round-based bomb mode games, and I'll probably spend stupid. I should be buying a steering wheel for American Truck Simulator instead, but I'll probably spend like $60 or $70 just so I can play one freaking mode. But I'll play it for hours and have a lot of good fun and laughs with my friends and talk shit to toxic people. And
that's the best part right there.
It gets toxic over there on the stream. You've seen it.
I've seen it. Oh my gosh.
It gets wild. There's some interesting humans out there.
I wonder if their parents listen in on their conversations. Most likely not.
I don't think they have parents that supervise them at all. I don't know.
There's some kids out there saying some wild things.
It gets crazy. It gets crazy real fast, and some of that's kind of entertaining.
And it's like out of nowhere too when it comes to the toxicity.
Yeah.
It's just like,
yeah, complete.
Even if they win the round,
yeah, completely unprompted. Just,
I mean, to be honest, that was some of the best moments of gaming. Was just sitting in what was it? Like, but in the game lobby before and just talking mad stuff. But it was like the difference between smacked talking back then compared to now. It's now it turned into like racial slurs and just, you know, a bunch of slurs in general. Where back then it was like there was some deep hitting, like, dude, you like, it's like, bro, your taxes ain't looking good this year. Something stupid like that. But you know, this is
I've busted out the credit score before. My favorite, yeah, it's the same. But what adds to the toxicity in Search and Destroy is like it's open mic between the teams in between every round. So after every round, like you can talk, and it just gets crazy. I just like it at the end.
It's more and more heated every time because they're just like they're just ready.
Oh, dude, yeah, they got all these things prepared and soundboards and stuff. And I was like, dude, my favorite is at the end, like if we lose, which is rare, okay, with almost a 3.0 win-loss rating in Search and Destroy. It's not that often, but when we do lose, I love it when people are on the other team like, get the fuck out of my lobby, and I'm like, dude, it's the end of the game. We all get out of the lobby. Like it's over. Like we all go back to the main screen.
You're getting out too.
You're getting out of the lobby too, dude. And then they're like, oh, you just hear them like, you just hear their brain just freeze up. Yeah. Their brain absolutely blue screens. Like stuff like that is what makes it super fun. when people talk like that. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So I guess that pretty much covers what's up with Modern Warfare 3. I'm guessing by next week we'll see a reveal. Call of Duty's already tweeting about the reveal. I just saw they tweeted a poll if Modern Warfare 2 operators and skins should carry over. So I have to say, since it's unconfirmed, that take this stuff with a grain of salt, but it's pretty much true from everything I've seen. So the next thing, are you cool with moving on?
All signs point to yes.
True, dude. Are we moving on?
I was thinking yes. That was a Magic 8-Ball reference.
Yes, I remember that thing. I get mad and shake that thing up, and then you have too many bubbles and you couldn't read it.
Yeah.
Gotta be careful. Don't drop the 8-ball, man. You'll have too many bubbles and you don't got a future. Then you can forget nowhere to go.
Have a future, Jesus Christ. Yeah, let's talk about good old Battlefield.
Yeah, everybody loves Battlefield. They made a controversial video. So apparently, I guess I should pull that up, or you should just go watch my video if you want to. Let's talk about this first. So they confirmed like a week or so ago they're still trying to fix the ADS bug in the game with mouse. Like the mouse input for this game into year 2 has never been quite right. And with the most recent patches, the ADS sensitivity is like completely jacked, so it feels terrible. And then now you have something. I made a video about this during the beta, back when my channel was actually doing well, about Bloom. But Enders has made a video about this, and it shows.
Do you watch Enders?
Not very often, though. He's a little too toxic for me. But
yeah,
he's good at aiming. He knows what he's talking about.
He's good at shooting. Yeah.
So you can see like how everything decouples from the center of the screen. And then when you can see how far off the bullets actually go. And then when you flick to something else, like how long it takes for the screen and the bullets to catch up is like completely jacked. But I made a video early on in the beta about just how absolutely crazy the Bloom was. Like it used to be like super, super wild. And I think Bloom is a dog shit mechanic, and some of the Battlefield OGs think it's good. You just have to learn how to burst fire. Like that's not a skill, like how to click my mouse. That's stupid.
No.
I hate the randomness of it.
Learn how to control recoil. That's what you need to learn.
Yeah. So anyway, so that's a bug going on right now that a lot of people are like waiting on to get fixed and not playing it. And then you have the vast majority of my video was talking about Ash. Now I've got a lot of comments about how Ash isn't like a great person or memes on people too and stuff. It's like, dude, like I don't know if you watched the video, but they're literally like, so he had a friend that he used to play Battlefield with who was his co-pilot. The guy is, if you don't know, he's an Australian streamer, so NA people might not know him as much because of, you know, again, OP time zones, might not see him. He's insane with helicopters. So he had a helicopter co-pilot, ended up taking his own life and passing away. This is an interview with Jake Lucky. And the people were trolling him so hard, they were getting into his lobbies using the name of his deceased friend, like to try to get to him as their gamer tag and to try to grief him in game. There's a lot of clips floating around of like mass targeting him, like body blocking him. So one of the things you could do if you get on the same team is you can like start to revive him before he skips, and you can keep hitting him with the revive and stopping, and he can't do anything. Like he can't get out of the animation because You can revive until he's almost revived and then stopped. If he tries to skip, you can do it again. Like, so they're wasting and griefing his time that way, talking all kinds of shit. And then in Dice's infinite wisdom, trying to not get people's feelings hurt where you can't kick or lock squads. When you block a player on Battlefield 2042, it only blocks that they can't talk to you. They can still get in your game. They can still like do whatever they want to you. They just can't type to you. And it's been about 10 or 11 months. And I honestly talked about it in my video. I didn't even make a video about it because it should have been fixed. I was like, by the time I talked about this, by the time I upload it, they're going to ban these people. They've done absolutely nothing. And all this stuff is still going on to the point where he said he's probably not going to be able to stream live anymore. And then you have other creators, Battlefield Bolton, who we've cited on this channel all the time, makes really great tweets, summarizes news and information. It's also talking about taking a big break from Battlefield. And like so they would ban enders. Like you can talk about the validity of that, the reasons for that, love him, hate him, whatever. Yeah. But they actually took action on someone that talked negatively about the game.
Quickly.
Yeah, quickly. They took Ghost out of the EA Creator Network for clarifying a bug and issue. They acted on that. But they're completely ruining this content creator's ability to play the game. And like I said, don't get hung up on the fact that he's a content creator. No player, like just none of us in general should have to put up with this. Like to not be able to play the game.
If you were just a regular player and someone was doing that about your deceased friend, like, you know.
And it puts it people are like quoting the terms of service that everyone agrees to, and it's plainly in there that you can't do that to a player, and they're just not doing anything about it. They had to have seen it. Tons of people are tagging, and they're just letting it go on. But when someone talks shit about them or calls out one of the devs for making poor decisions, they're out. They get banned for a while. It's crazy, dude. And a lot of the clips that went viral, one of them from Jake Sucky has like almost like 750,000 views. So there's some publicity on this, and it looks bad. And it was a prime example of when like they could have made like DICE and EA could have made examples out of these people and said, blurred out their names and said, everybody in this clip has been banned. We do not tolerate this kind of behavior. They've been banned across all EA platforms. He made an example about it, and I bet it would have curtailed it. But they just have left it, and the dude can't play the game. And I mean, there's just like to go to the level of changing your gamer tag to a deceased friend, like to harass this person, is like super fucked up.
That's like, super low. That's super low.
Really
that's almost as low as you can go.
So yeah, and then I had one person make a comment on that video, and I think they were serious. They said, he said, "Hey Crash, I think that the terms of service only applies to your behavior towards DICE developers. I really don't think it accounts towards players. Teabagging and stuff is okay." Like based on their actions,
that's the case.
Somebody might really think that the TOS only applies to how you treat EA employees, but that's just what they said.
That's true too, though.
I don't know if they're trolling or not, but I can see
that's
where you
the
can
case,
think that.
Yeah.
Based on
maybe was he saying it as like he was trying to say the fact, or more like an opinion?
I took it as he wasn't trolling, like he was serious.
Yeah, he's like, oh, yeah, like almost like sarcastic in his.
I didn't take it as sarcasm, but maybe it could have been, but I didn't take it that way.
But I mean, yeah, if sarcasm or not, it's almost like someone could actually be like, oh, maybe it is true that they only worry about themselves and not the actual players.
And then someone also told me to quit clout chasing on old news, and I'm like, it's literally
news that's still currently
happening. Yeah, okay. And
yeah.
I'm clout chasing with my massive 700 view video, baby. Yeah.
Clout chasing.
Yeah. So it's not important that
that's why I hate getting into drama, because it there's too many like people with varying opinions that sometimes lean too much into the realm of like, what the fuck are you talking about, dude? Like, do you not see where everyone else is coming from? Do you not see the issues right in front of you?
Yeah. I don't like making videos like that really either. I don't like getting into it, but it's like I just felt,
but trying to at least help and support other content creators in that realm helps as much as it could be something insignificant, but at the same time it like I would appreciate seeing, like, I remember when I was going through the whole drama thing myself and like seeing other people making videos and like supporting me, whether you were a bigger channel or a small channel, it felt nice. It was like, okay, I'm not alone in this fight. So seeing that for Ash or just, for anyone in general that's going through that. It's like, yeah, it helps.
Yeah. Yeah. So no, and I'm not trying to say you can't shoot rockets at people, or I'm not trying to say that you can't teabag people when you kill them or stuff like that. But like, where you actively have a group of people like targeting the same servers, exploiting the matchmaking to get on their squad, to get on their team,
it's harassment at that point.
And I mean, and that's not even like they're going around like some form of hack to be able to stream snipe and get in these same lobbies. Like that's not normally just playing the game, hitting Q and getting in a match. Like, and actively keeping someone from playing the game and being able to move through the game and do stuff is like, it's trash. It's trash.
It's not even trash. It's active harassment using just in-game mechanics.
Yeah.
So it's almost like what was it? It's like I saw a video recently. It Star Citizen in general, but it was they were using a third-party program that was approved by the developers to technically gain an advantage. And I think we talked about it, the whole reshade, and like seeing at night, stuff like that. But just in general, like even if it's a mechanic in the game, if it's used in a certain way, it should still be a bannable offense.
Well, I mean, it's in the TOS that you can't do that. You can't target players' grief and harass it. I mean, that's like the definition of it.
What's happening? Yeah.
Yeah, because people have been quoting the TOS to the community managers, and they're not doing anything about it. And it's such a weird. The other thing is, like, it's so fucking weird that they're allowing this to happen when they're worried about people's feelings getting hurt by having KD on the scoreboard, and they're worried
that's the hypocriticalness of that.
Yeah, it's just so weird.
It's like you want to protect feelings, but yet you want to let this continue on.
Yeah, I can't wrap my head around what's going on there. Like, I don't understand. And they don't want people to be able to kick players out of their squad or lock their squads because they don't want to hurt people's feelings. But you'll allow this person to get harassed to the point of not being able to play the game, and that's cool.
Yeah,
I don't get it. But let's talk about something more positive. You want to? I do. You want to?
I was a little heated, but yeah, we're good.
BattleBit, pretty fun game, if I do say so myself. It's getting some cool updates as usual. I try to keep up on this stuff. I really wish I had time in my day to summarize their dev talks, because they do dev talks every Saturday, and they talk for about an hour and a half, and there's like 6 or 8 really cool things in there. And I wish I could make summary videos. I think would be really cool, but I, like many of you, don't have time to watch all that. But they did put some stuff out in these patch notes on Steam. That's pretty cool. They're adding party codes. BattleBit's just been an awesome game. They're adding party codes that enables players to join parties without adding each other as Steam friends. So you can just give the party code, people can hop in. Really cool for streaming. Report player shortcut, stat sync protection. They're changing the sizes of objective capture zones. I think that definitely needed to be done. And then this is really smart. Place gadget persistence. Players will now be limited on the amount of C4s, mines, and claymores, ammo kits they can place at the same time. There was a thing going around where you could actually put like unlimited amounts of claymores, like if you just kept respawning in. So you could put like hundreds and hundreds of claymores were everywhere.
That's kind of...
Yo, Abel with the $10 super chat, dude. Thank you guys so much, dude. Thank you.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the love, man.
If you like, we've had Abel on the program. But if you like content like this, like on this podcast, please check out Abel Green Official. He does very similar content, really good perspective on things with industry news and FPS stuff in general. Talks a lot of stuff about Rainbow Six, Insurgency Sandstorm, just everything going on with FPS games, kind of like we do, but his perspective on stuff is really awesome. So please check out his channel. You won't regret it, I can promise you. Then there's some little updates. I appreciate the 10, bro. Thank you so much, man. Then there's some little stuff going on with domination, changes to maps and stuff like that. But for me, the big news, I'm a map guy. I love playable content. There's a new map coming already. This would be like the 3rd map since they announced release. And they kind of got it blocked out and showed a little bit of a sneak peek of it, and it looks pretty cool. Are you able to see it on screen?
I can see it. I can see it.
So yeah, this one looks like they're going to actually be a fair amount of water. It kind of looks. It's got
looks
a big.
Like a Battlefield format on those islands a little bit.
I was trying to think. It looks like Wake Island, or not Wake Island.
No, not Wake Island, but there's a little Parasol Storm. Yeah, that's the one with the ship crashing into the shore. Yeah.
Yep.
That's what I'm gonna see a bunch of rib boats, flying around, a bunch of LAVs in the water, little birds taking out said rib boats.
Yeah.
Because dude, some of those little bird pilots are insane on BattleBit, dude.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they are and everything. Like we were just talking about Ash and I saw some of his clips, and the dude's crazy with the helicopter. Yeah, it's almost not fair, and it makes me mad because I like to shoot him down. But there's gonna be some little turd burglar snipers out here on these satellite islands and stuff like that. I can already see that. But this map looks like a really, really cool layout. I'm curious.
I think it's gonna be a fun map.
I'm curious to see the elevation of it. And I didn't get it.
I think you can kind of see different elevation levels a bit, or I can't tell if that's up or down. But
oh, there we go. You can kind of see it moving through it. Oh, and they have images of it, of like the points and stuff. Interesting. Whoa, there's a lot of buildings on that. Whoa,
it's a lot of cover.
Yeah, there's a lot of cover on that. It's almost like you're able to do that whenever you build a game in this low poly style, and it doesn't hurt performance. So yeah, really cool. I like the color. I like these cherry blossom trees. They look really cool. But man, this map looks wild, dude. 254 players on this bad boy. Ooh. Whew. I love the skyboxes.
They needed
like the
those
lighting
maps.
It was kind of cool too.
I love this little like fly around for sorry for the audio guys, but I like this little fly around thing to do. Check out the video though. Check out their on BattleBit, their actual channel.
Yeah, and they did do a really good job on this YouTube video. They broke it out into chapters. So they have like creator feedback, quality of life changes, vehicle changes, face it changes to their anti-cheat that they're bringing in. They're also showing off new civil vehicles. So they're bringing in like Jeeps and cars and stuff like that, non like combat vehicles, and they're actually like messing with modeling and stuff. You can see during the stream, but you can see a bunch of different kinds of Jeeps and stuff that they're working on, going to be bringing in. And then they're talking about competitive too. Competitive lookout, is that like a competitive? I'm gonna have to watch this. Jeez, man, I'm a bad journalist, just talking about shit out of my ass. But I saw this, and like the new map and the quality of life changes are really cool. This game is just like getting updates at light speed, like even content and stuff. It's
3 developers.
Yeah, and they also said, I remember on the one like 2 weeks ago, they said they already have like 50 some guns like modeled up and ready to rock. So there's like a whole bunch. Marquez asked a really good question. I know a lot of people are going to have that question. Do you think BattleBit will ever come to console? So Doki, I feel like I would love to reach out to him and see if he'd want to come on this program. It'd be really cool, but I don't know. I'm sure he's busy as it gets. So like a couple weeks ago, they said like, no shot. Like, we don't care about console. We're just trying to get this out on PC. I'm guessing with the success they've had, someone could step in and help them get to console. And they talked about this last week. I heard a clip where they're like, they're not focused on console right now, but they don't want to close the door on it. So it's like a little bit of an opinion shift towards console.
Let them cook some more. It's still technically
in development.
Is it beta?
Yeah.
Yeah. So technically they're still working on the game. So I'm expecting when they feel like it's at a good enough stage, then maybe they'll look at opening up that door again.
Yep.
And who knows, maybe they will get a publisher to help them out. I mean, I would assume you would need to anyways for console. It's different for Steam, but
yeah, I would think so, to help with that. But I mean, you would think a publisher would like, dude, holy shit, like it would go nuts on console, man. That's a lot of people. I do kind of wish, I don't know if it's still a thing. I haven't played console in a while, but like, as like Xbox Arcade, is that still like a thing or something along those lines? I mean, it'd be a Game Pass thing. at this
I feel
point.
like so I feel like this could be like a Game Pass game, and
Dude,
it would just,
yeah. If they put it on Game
that would
Pass,
make
holy,
bro, the amount of people that would get Game Pass just for this game specifically.
they would need help with servers. The cost
I mean, they've already bought Activision and Blizzard, so like they're voice crack, but they've already bought Activision and Blizzard. But yeah, so I mean, so they bought this and just all the other games on Game Pass, bro.
Yeah, no, that's thing that we haven't talked about really too much is that's going through with Activision and Microsoft. Sounds like it's going to be pretty much a done deal with everything. COD's going to stay on PlayStation, which I said that last year. Like, there's no shot that they take that off of PlayStation. So we can maybe talk about the implications of that, but we're already seeing Microsoft start to make some changes here and there. I did see that like Xbox Live is going away, and it's going to be Xbox Game Pass Core. So they're changing Xbox Live to a version of Xbox Game Pass. So Game Pass is going to keep getting crazy. Starfield's going to be on there, right?
Yeah.
So I mean,
which is insane.
Yeah, crazy. How many days till Starfield, Blue?
50.
He knows. Look at him. He's ready.
I had the countdown. All right, 50 days, 4 hours, 23 minutes, and 15 seconds. All right, you're welcome.
Well, who's counting?
Who's counting? Who's keeping count?
Yeah, you are. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. That's going with BattleBit. Just some little stuff here and there, but the game is still killing it. It's really cool, and love seeing it succeed. Are you ready for
quick shots?
Ooh. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah. What do we got on the quick shots today? Do you want to start with Beautiful Light? I do have a couple quick shots to talk about.
Start with Beautiful Light, yeah.
Okay, I have 3 quick shots, so you know. I don't know why you need to know that, but now you do.
I do. Now I know.
Now you do know.
Also, if you're talking about my hat, Marquez, it's I do it for the booty. It's a patch on my hat.
Yeah. Is there a trailer I should pull up while you talk about it?
You could pull up my video, you know, a little, self plug, you know.
Oh, I just searched Beautiful Light, 3rd video that comes up, BlueTheRobot.
Let's go.
Jeez, my man's
working on those tags, baby. Those tags. People say tags are important, but if you don't put tags, you're hindering yourself. You are hindering yourself.
Do I need the quick shot cowboy hat?
Oh yeah, you need the quick shot cowboy hat. Yeah.
Do I really? Okay. Okay, you get started, and then I'll be back with the cowboy hat.
Cowboy hat. All right. So while he's gonna go grab his pew pew hat, Beautiful Lights, for people that don't know, is a game it's super early access, like as early as it can be. But it's also a pretty decent looking game already from the looks of it. It's built on Unreal Engine 5, and right now and nothing's under NDA. That's the best part. I can talk about this game after the playtest, before the playtest, during the playtest. They said go for it, and I'm like, thank you. I can actually talk about this game, and I got invited to a playtest, and it was interesting because like I know eventually there's gonna be they announced it too. There's gonna be dedicated servers and also community hosted servers. So you're going to have the best of both worlds. So you're going to be able to get into a game and just keep going. And I would say it's probably one of the better extraction games in development right now.
Okay, Project Quarantine?
Well, so Project Quarantine is mainly co-op and single player. So it's one of the only extraction games that I know it's only being built for co-op and single player.
Okay.
So that's the difference between Project Quarantine and a bunch of other games. So they can focus on the way the game feels and plays compared to how it runs and network and netcode and all that stuff. But basically, if you took the Stalker series, and if you took SCP as well, then you and they put extraction into it, you get this game. Because you have both like weird creatures. You know what? It kind of reminds me a little bit of Hunt Showdown when those creatures, because you can sneak by them or you can kill them, but you're gonna make noises and then people are gonna know where you're at. And there's a bunch of different objectives you can do. So like they brought in like an objective list recently. You got to go like print a key card, and there's a couple laptops around the map. There's a couple entrances into the bunker that you have to get into to go into another computer, open up an artifact room, take the artifact, and then leave, then extract from there. So it's almost like everyone goes on and fights for the same artifact, which is really cool. So it really brings the fights together. And right now at the moment, it's 6 teams of 3. So it's there's gonna be, I think there's 3 different respawn points, I think they said. So there's 3 different locations where basically 2 teams will always be at. So you're basically always gonna get into a fight as soon as you get in, which is really cool. And to be honest, like the gunplay, the reload animations, the graphics, the layouts of the map are already pretty well set. It's more just, I know they're fixing up a bunch of or they're experimenting with Lumen because it is on Unreal Engine 5. So they're experimenting with it on, with it off. And there's also a PvP VE mode, or not mode, but like element to it where a player can also act as the anomaly itself or as one of the monsters. So you can have the operators and you can have a player controlled monster as well, which is scary, especially at night.
So the players can play as the monster, like the old Left 4 Dead 2.
So there's a specific monster that's only player control. It's like on screen right now. It's like there's one that could basically crawl up walls and jump at you and stuff like that, and it sounds very specific. And it literally, like I was like watching it jump from like tree to tree, and that's like, holy crap, that's crazy looking. But yeah, it definitely is a beautiful looking game. It's plays
got beautiful
pretty well.
light in it.
It's got beautiful lighting and beautiful light. You're right. And yeah, I mean, again, a lot of it is like placeholder assets, like, you know, like turning your chem light on and off is just a button that says work in progress, you know. The UI, there's no looting yet. So that's still, they're still working on the UI inventory and stuff like that. So I feel like it's got a great, it's probably one of the better foundations of an extraction game that I've played that has PvP in it, that has active multiplayer in it. So I think that's what really makes it shine for me, is that, yeah, people, you know, extraction games are cool and all, but like the fact that it already feels good right now is already a step up in that direction.
Call of Duty ad on your video. Imagine.
Huh?
Don't have to imagine. Happened. So
a Call of Duty ad? God damn it, Starlight.
Yeah. The boys. Guys, you can get that skin for $19.99. I don't know. Something like that. Where are we at on this game development wise? Is this an alpha? Is this a beta? Are we close to release?
It's still pretty early alpha. It's still early alpha.
Dang it.
Only because I think, yeah, that's the crappy part, especially during the playtest. Like we had to, when we were doing the playtest, we would have to basically, if you died in the beginning, you were waiting the entire round while the other teams are completing the objective. So, but in the actual game, I talked to them. I was like, is it going to be like this in the actual game? Like, no, you can leave, go into another lobby when dedicated servers are a thing. It's like, all right, cool. You know, so if you end up dying, you just move on to the next round. So simple. It's just, you know, for playtests, they weren't, you know, it's weird getting into a playtest so early on because you're doing it more for just, you know, the actual mechanics and bugs of the game. Also, holy crap. Red.
Jeez,
GG.
Red. Now I'm gonna have, man, you guys are spending so much in super chat. I'm gonna have to kick Blue a percentage now. We're making so much money on this thing, man.
Guys, I'm not getting paid for this. Just letting you guys know.
Talent. Yeah, me neither. Well, until today. Dude, thank you for the $19.99 super chat.
Red
says,
was tax.
Keep up the good work, guys. This is a nice podcast. That's real nice of you to say. What should Battlefield COD do next? What will you think will be the next big game? CS2. CS2 is going to be huge, dude. Battlefield and COD should do next. Battlefield needs to get back to its roots. We made a whole episode on that.
I think Battlefield needs to redo their name as well too. Just Battlefield. The next Battlefield game should just be Battlefield.
Yeah, I think
And
they should do a reboot with Battlefield, and it should be on Battlefield 5's version of Frostbite, because that looked beautiful and ran great. And it should be essentially a BF. It should have mechanics like Battlefield 3, maybe a couple new updated mechanics, but it needs to have that old feel of Battlefield 3 with server browsers and stuff like that. All the platoons and stuff to have in a community.
It's not gonna happen, but you know,
and
that's
a lot
my
of
dream.
maps. No, but that's what everybody wants. But it's not going to happen. But that's what everybody wants. And then with COD, man, I think COD's chalked. I don't know what they're ever gonna do. Jeez, I gotta get Blue's Venmo now.
Yeah, baby. And it's in euro. It's even more. It's actually more in dollars.
Now I gotta do math too. Thanks, Auntie.
You have to convert currency.
Which it's funny that Auntie is here, because the next quick shot is about Road to Vostok. But yeah, Road to Vostok.
Yeah, just keep an eye out for Beautiful Light. Keep an eye on it. I think it's a really cool game. Good team as well too, out of Switzerland, but a lot of the developers are French, so it was actually really interesting to try to have a conversation with they have heavy French accents. So nice. They know it. They're like, hey guys, listen, and imagine me speaking in a very heavy French accent. I'm not gonna try to attempt one right now.
I think you have to.
No, oui, French baguette. Something along those lines, right? That's not it.
I don't even know.
But they were like, if you can't understand what we're saying, please ask again. Like, let us know. Hey, can you repeat that?
I think you have to go. I think you have like it's something. Yeah, you have to do that. That's all I know. But yeah, Auntie, thank you so much for the €5. I really appreciate that. Waiting for Blue's payday. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to kick him. I'm gonna have to kick him a cut. And then the other question that Red asked in the super chat was, what do you think the next big game will going to be? So there's a couple that I'm really looking forward to. Division Heartland, I don't think that's going to be like huge. CS:GO is going to be massive. No. CS2.
What do you think about the finals?
I think it'll do okay. I don't think it's going to be huge. I think Arc Raiders could be the game that I think has the most potential, other than like for concurrent players. CS2 is not going to be beat, dude. Like it's going to be stupid. But what I'm thinking could be the next really big game is the Star Wars FPS from Respawn, man. Like just because I'm keeping up on it. I've heard some pretty cool news about it already. Just because it's got the Star Wars name behind it. It's got Respawn Entertainment working on it. And it's like, if it plays well and there's a lot of content and it's like Star Wars, dude, I feel like that game could go nutty.
What's that? But also, what's that other game that's being in development right now? Marathon. I feel like with the team behind Marathon, I feel like that could be another big hitter.
Yep. Another wonderful segue. Because the other quick shot, you guys are spoiling everything. I hope you're happy. Another quick shot is about some Marathon news. I don't know. There's been so much Marathon shit going on, and I don't feel like anybody's talking about it. So my next video is probably going to be.
I think people are just waiting. People are just waiting for more information. All right. Like actual or like physical, video evidence of whatever the hell it is they're doing.
Yeah. But Red and Auntie for Road to Vostok, thank you guys for the super chat. Super kind of you. Shout out Big Fry popping into chat. What's up, man? Been talking about my hat. Can you imagine me with the Logitech G29, baby, with this cowboy hat trucking down a road? Yeah. Can you imagine that?
Don't buy Modern Warfare 3. Get yourself a wheel. Get yourself a wheel.
Can you see, man? Just trucking down a road in this cowboy hat. I don't think he'd be, to be honest with you. It'd be pretty wild. But yeah, keep us updated. One more, we're all over the place right now, but one more really quick question about Beautiful Light. How big is that map?
It's actually, I don't know the actual like square kilometers of the map itself, but I would say it takes about 10 to 15 minutes across, maybe, if you go straight through it. But 9 times out of 10, you're not going straight through the map. There's different ups and downs. There's elevation. There's creatures all along inside the forest, on the roads. It's pretty big for for the amount of players that are on the map. But the one of the most impressive parts of it is the bunker itself is and and basically when I died in Beautiful Light, you got put into spectator mode, and I got to see like an overview of like the entire map, like parts that you're not supposed to see. Of like, so I got to see that the entire bunker area is on the same map, but it technically, when you go through an entrance, it teleports you to it. And it's a whole nother underground section that you have to explore and find your way and use like a map that has like intel on it, all kinds of stuff. So
this sounds like not another early access disaster. This sounds like it actually has potential.
No, I would definitely say it's, I mean, Fry was there with me. He played it out. I would say the one thing that just kept holding me back was the playtest, the way they ran the playtest. But I can also see why, because I don't think it's ready yet to get released to public playtesting. I think it would be interesting to see that though, because I also want to see what it would be like to see constant servers running, but it's not ready yet. And people knowing the way people are, the way gamers are nowadays, certain gamers, not you guys in chat. You guys in chat are great.
And those listening around the world on podcast
and those
apps
listening are great. But people will shit on it for the little things and say this game is trash. This game sucks. I'm crashing at this part of the game. There's a bug here. They're gonna look at it like it's the worst thing. And it's like, you guys know that this is an early access alpha game. Like, I think the term early access, alpha, beta, all that stuff has been just thrown out the window from like bigger games. It's been watered down. So yeah, that's a whole other conversation I get into. So
it's time for the next. By the way, thank you for all the information on that. I was just curious about it. I heard people talking about it, so I wanted to know. I appreciate the info. This is something that's coming to Road to Vostok. Shout out Auntie in chat. Of course, a game that we've kept up with on this podcast for a really long time. I didn't expect to see this, and I feel like I am probably the most excited person about this. And to many of you, especially the people listening on audio that can't see what I'm looking at on my screen, you have no idea what I'm about to talk about, and I am building it up immensely. And you're gonna hear it.
I love it. I love it.
And you're gonna hear what I'm talking about, and you're gonna be like, "Really, dude?" But I'm telling you, man,
dude. This when I first heard this, it was so good. It was so good.
This is a big deal to me. I was even gonna make, because I have a suppressor and some different rounds that are subsonic and supersonic, and I was gonna make an IRL video about the difference and be like, video games don't do this, and they should.
You were gonna put your phone on where the target was so you can like hear the actual impact, but then accidentally hit your phone.
No, the supersonic crack when the bullet breaks the sound barrier is really loud. Like, you can hear it plain as day on the camera. It's like the difference in a suppressor. Like, so my 357 that's suppressed is really, really quiet when you shoot 38 specials because they're subsonic. But when you shoot 357 mags, it cracks so loud when that bullet breaks the sound barrier. Yeah. And it's super, super different. And that's never in video games. It's like you just put a suppressor on it and it's quiet. And I thought Tarkov would be really cool because you hear that bullet whiz by you and you hear that crack. And then it could actually like be a reason to mix a suppressor and subsonic ammo, and you would be extra quiet at the cost of a little bit of ballistics, right? A little slower, a little more bullet drop, a little less damage, something like that. But dude, if you go onto Twitter, I don't think I have the input set right now to be able to play this on the podcast. I don't want a DMCA from Auntie either. Just kidding.
I was like, wait.
I have to refund his euros. But he has a bullet sound effects feature preview, and you can hear that crack, and it is right on. Like, you hear the bullet crack, so you're going to be able to tell if someone's shooting at you with supersonic or subsonic. But it's just going to be like, as someone who's used a suppressor a fair amount and on different calibers and stuff like that, this is going to be really cool. It's just sounds like a small thing. It sounds silly to people listening, whatever, but like, it's just, I was really going to make a video. Like, on my computer, I have the footage of where I recorded myself shooting my suppressor to show you guys the difference. It's crazy. It's super cool to see this level of detail. And it just seems like, as we go,
it sounded like if it was actual real life footage and not from a video game.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably is. It probably has to be like real.
I was gonna say he might have gone out and got it himself. That's what it feels like, because that's how realistic it sounded. Especially when it hit the. I mean, can you play it? Does it work? Because I don't want to talk about it right now. And that's it. If you can't play it and it doesn't work, then
yeah. If I change the input into OBS, it'll play you on Echo again.
Got you. Well, then definitely, if you have Twitter, go check it out. I don't know if it's anywhere else other than Twitter. If it's on his YouTube channel.
Let me try it. Okay, you have to stop talking and I'll play it. Okay. Okay, Blue's not talking. If he talks, it'll just be echoed. Here you go. I'll see if it works. Christ. So that's super. Those cracks, that's what the bullet does. Those are the hisses, supersonic hisses, and then subsonic. And you hear it hit grass, that's right on. Dirt is right on. Yeah, dude. But that's snow, water, rock. The hits are really cool. That's wood. But what fires me up is the beginning, or these cracks. Those right there. Like you hear the bullet do that, and it's really cool. It's really cool to have. And okay, Blue, you can talk again.
Okay, cool. All man, right, dude, steel targets, when I hit the steel, it just reminded me when I went to the range. I was like, dude, that it sounds so freaking real. It sounds like he went out and got himself, especially in the beginning, the small tiny cracks whizzing by. I'm like, what? That's
good. And then to further talk about what's going on with it, this Rodan Feller over on Twitter asked a really good question. He says, do you have multiple samples for each sound, like 5 different variants of supersonic hiss, or do you have one sample per sound and layer things like noise on an engine? And Auntie says there's multiple variations, 6 per type of variations, and then some volume, pitch, stereo, pan randomization with certain sounds. So every time it will be just a little bit different because there's 6 variations on top of that. Volume, pitch, stereo are all randomized. So like it'll be.
And sound design in this game is going to be next level.
It's going to be right on. So this looks
and
like
it's one guy.
This looks like the first shooter game that's going to get suppressors, right?
Yeah. That's a big ask. That's a big order.
I'm pretty amped. I appreciate that level of detail. It's something that's like I've been wanting to nitpick with games for a while. Okay. Next. This is quick shot. This is some of the marathon news that Noah was talking about on top of the gameplay leaks from Tom Henderson. Former Fortnite and Rainbow Six Siege gameplay designer joins Bungie as a gameplay design director for Marathon. So someone very familiar, I've heard this name before, Andrew Witz, is a former gameplay designer for Rainbow Six Siege in the beginning and has confirmed that he has joined the studio to work on the recently announced Marathon. So it's worked on some really cool games, and to have someone who worked on one of my favorite games as far as gameplay be a gameplay design director on one of the games I'm looking forward to the most, I think that's really cool, and I'm pretty excited, and not a lot of people are talking about it. And maybe they're not talking about it just because I realize it's an incredibly short news story and I've pretty much said everything. All right, moving on. Hey, when I say they're quick, I ain't shitting you. They're quick. The other one is Escape from Tarkov Arena, which is another one I've been looking forward to a lot for some reason. I don't know why, but I am. BattleState Games is having a podcast on July 19th at 5:30, sorry. That's like Moscow time. 12:30 Eastern time, PM Eastern time. Where they're going to talk about everything coming up with Escape from Tarkov. The hashtag Tarkov Arena is in this tweet, and then Tarkov Arena quote tweeted it and said, "Oh yeah." So we know that last time Tarkov Arena kind of hyped it up, and we got some new gameplay, not a whole bunch of information, but allegedly a couple podcasts ago, they said that we should be getting into beta towards sometime this summer. If you guys aren't aware, if you go outside, it's fucking summer, man.
It's a bit warm.
Yeah, so we will check that out and report back to you guys next week on anything that we have with Tarkov Arena. There's a small chance that we'll be able to play it, and that's pretty small chance, but maybe the beta will be released or something. I doubt it, but maybe. I think that's all I had.
Funny enough, Level Cap just put out a video
about Marathon,
about BattleBit.
Oh, BattleBit. Summarizing.
The thumbnail has a controller in front of it.
That guy.
I'm pretty sure he's gonna go on around talking about the same thing we just did.
It wouldn't
unless he has some insider news, but
actually he was probably watching the podcast and he's like, "Oh shit, I gotta go make a video.
Gotta make a quick video." Thanks, Level Cap. Appreciate your support. Don't forget to mention us on your channel. But yeah, no, that's all I could think about for me. And then once I get my VR cable, which again, let me check my Amazon. Download it. Once I download it's like downloading more RAM, guys. Come on, don't you guys download more RAM?
I'd love to.
So it says arriving tomorrow by 10 p.m. You know how Amazon is.
You never know. You don't know until it gets there.
Until it gets there. It says 10 p.m. That's like the late last case scenario. But
it gets to like 8 p.m. and you're like, yeah, no, it's not coming today. Not happening.
I'm just ready to get back to VR. So
I wish I had that. But anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, listening, downloading, all that stuff. What have we gone in about an hour and a half? I think that's a pretty good episode, don't you think? Pretty good for the program?
Pretty good.
I will do my very best to have the audio version up tonight or first thing in the morning. And yeah, thank you for all the support today. Shout out to Red Beard Mortis for the membership. Abel for the $10 super chat, Red GG with the $19.99 super chat, and Road to Vostok, aka Auntie, with the €5. Thank you guys for so much support. Yeah, we do need to get Redbeard Mortis on here. That'd be fun. We'd have a good time.
Yeah,
let's get that figured out, and then yeah,
let's get Abel on here.
Yeah, Abel was on once and it was awesome. It was awesome. We had a lot of fun.
Need to get all of us together.
Yeah.
We just need to get everyone. Just get everyone.
Just like,
you know, put everyone that we know together.
Yeah. It would look like,
dude, it would be like
Hollywood Squares.
I think. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yep.
Or the Brady Bunch intro where we're all like.
Well, I know, like also like the people that those really big Twitch streamers, all they do is just get in a Discord call and just stream that, and that's all they do.
Yeah. That's what you can do when you're famous, Blue. Here next week.
Just talk into a camera and people pay you money for that? Yeah. Bro, can I say real quick? Have you seen those weird TikTok live videos?
I want to say no, but
have you seen those flooding?
What the fuck is going on, dude?
Real quick.
Stop the internet. I want to get off.
The amount of money these people are making, and then but all the parodies that have come out because of that are just hilarious.
I haven't seen the parodies, man.
Dude, the people are just like, oh my god, what's the guy? I forgot his name, but he like went out and it was like, thanks, shitbag, and it's like, your taint stinks, and it's just like, what the fuck is going on?
It's so bad. I don't even know what to tell people like who haven't seen it, dude. Yeah, Redbeard.
Redbeard knows what we're talking about. Oh my god! And then there was like the scene from Blade Runner, the latest one, when he's like walking up and seeing like the virtual girl. It's just the video playing in like a hologram, and he's just staring at it, just like, what does the world come to?
So bad.
Crunchy corn. So spicy.
I think we got to end this disaster. It's going downhill fast. It's so bad.
I just wanted to get your reaction to that.
Dude, yeah, I saw it. I'm embarrassed to admit that I saw it. I'm like actually turning red.
It's everywhere. You can't not see it.
You can't not see it, dude. It's so bad. Oh my God, it's so weird. I see stuff like that and I just...
That's enough internet for me today. Just get off. I literally, that when it happened, I went out and I hugged my son. I was like, I just want to hang out with you today, man. Yep. I can't do this right now.
Grab the little boy. We're going outside, man. We're gonna go like
we're gonna go throw outside. Rocks and shit.
Yeah, we're gonna
like we need to do
to the earth outside in the world.
Let's touch grass. All right, guys. I appreciate everyone. You guys have been awesome. Crash, always a pleasure,
dude. So much fun. I'll have to cut you a check for these massive super chats this week.
Yeah, guys, we got money. I'm getting paid.
Yeah. So, all right, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I love it. And we'll hopefully see you guys next week for another decent episode.